Okay, so Candace Owens made a video roughly 2 days ago where she talks about 5 reasons that people hate Pride Month, and I feel like this video has some false information in it, and I want to just kind of like watch it with you guys and go over some of the stuff she says. So yeah, let's just do that.
For today's episode, I feel like it is high time that somebody says the quiet part out loud. So today I'm going to do that. Ready? The majority of Americans cannot stand Pride Week, Pride Month, Pride Year, whatever it is. The month of June.
I think you know what it is. It's very obviously called Pride Month. Considering you can get it right in the title of your video, there's no reason to sit here and deliberate on it.
June has been completely perverted, and the majority of Americans, including my gay friends, cannot stand this month. So I'm going to give you.
Well, you see, I think the reason that your gay friends can't stand this month is because they share the same beliefs as you, and a lot of your beliefs are inaccurate. Just because a gay person supports what you say doesn't make it automatically right.
5 reasons why that's true. You guys ready? Reason number 1, it's because Pride Month is emblematic of corporate cowardice. Everywhere you look, all of these corporations that don't even make sense are putting up rainbow flags, right? McDonald's, what was the issue with gay people at McDonald's? Were gay people not being served at McDonald's?
Okay, so I think that, but it's tangentially related. A reason I personally don't really like Pride Month as much as some other people is because it seems more to me like corporations trying to get money from people that are in the LGBTQ community than them actually supporting it, because they won't put their rainbow flags up in, let's say on Twitter accounts, for example, like McDonald's Russia or whatever, you know. They don't have a gay pride flag for that because Russia doesn't really support it. Here's the thing, like, I know you think they're doing it because gay people weren't getting served at McDonald's. That's not the reason. You're looking at something that isn't even really a factor. You're looking at something that isn't an issue and pretending it's an issue.
I walk into a furniture shop a couple of weekends ago, and prominently displayed is this LGBTQIA flag. Everybody's welcome to shop here. At what point in American history were gay people not allowed to shop in furniture stores?
Here's the thing. Back in the 1950s, gay people weren't even really allowed to exist. If you came out as gay back then, you had a very good chance at getting fucking killed. So, yeah, I don't think gay people were allowed to openly be gay and shop at a furniture store. They had to be closeted and shop at a furniture store. Just because the pride flag's up doesn't really mean anything in this case. It's just showing that everyone's accepted and supported.
It's so emblematic of those stupid departments that are being built up. Diversity and inclusion departments. Somebody who is completely not qualified to even work at the corporations that they work at, keeping a calendar of every ridiculous holiday that we continue to make up to make sure that corporations get on their knees about various social issues. We have to.
I mean, like, here's the thing. You're partially right, but it's more the corporations just trying to make money rather than them bowing down to us. They're not bowing down to us.
We as a company are dedicating $200,000 to LGBTQ causes. Okay, where is that money even going? That's my question. Where is the money even going? What is it that we are striving toward for gay people and lesbian people? What don't they have?
I think this question can be answered by more just looking at what charities these companies are donating to. It's not like, you know, they're just donating to a charity that doesn't exist. It's not like they're just giving it to random gay people on the street. They're donating it for a specific cause that helps LGBTQ people. So maybe instead of just making a nothing burger of a statement, you should look up some of these charities and ask, well, why do these people need this specific thing? And then look into that.
In America, that they need us to donate dollars, corporate dollars, to make sure that they secure in the future. Number 2 is that actually it's insulting to black people. I've been pretty.
How? How is it insulting to black people? Please explain this to me. Are you gonna sit here and be offended like a stupid motherfucking SJW because some gay person has a month? You also have a month. Do you not realize that? You literally also have a month. You know what? I'm gonna go out of my. Whatever you say here is going to be stupid and just offensive. That's all it's going to be, and I can tell because you also have a month, and somehow having a Pride Month is offensive towards black people. Well, guess what, bitch? I think that Black History Month is personally offensive towards gay people. Don't I sound like an idiot by saying that? Yeah, I do. What you're saying is stupid.
Spoken. I even think Black History Month needs to go away. But let me tell you something.
Well, okay, at least that makes sense. But I still don't get how that's offensive to black people. I'd really appreciate it if you cleared that up a bit.
If black people are getting 1 month for the stuff that we live through in America, somebody's going to need to explain to me how it is that gay people and lesbian and trans people also got a month. Like what somebody give me the history lesson, right? That qualifies an entire month in celebratory rainbows.
Okay, I'll give it to you. So remember how earlier I said that gay people were not allowed to be gay? Yeah, basically during the entire history of the Americas, gay people have not been allowed to be gay. It's been bad for gay people to exist. You're just kind of talking out your ass. You realize that sodomy was a crime, right? Like, a gay man having sex with another gay man, that was a crime. So yeah, I do think that the month is justified.
Was there an island where there was gay people that were living happily and all of a sudden they got put onto boats and chains and brought over to America and forced to work? I missed that history lesson.
Oh no, you see, it wasn't like that. They were just never allowed to be themselves. They were never allowed to have sex with other people of the same sex.
That justifies them being able to throw their asses in my face for an entire month. It's
Nobody's throwing their asses in your face.
annoying and it's ridiculous. Thomas Sowell, as you guys know, is one of my favorite authors, and he once wrote a quote, and that quote is, "Civil rights used to be about treating everyone the same, but today, some people are so used to special treatment that equal treatment is considered to be discrimination." That is my opinion when it comes to the LGBTQ IRS agenda. They think they're being discriminated.
IRS? Also, I agree with the person who said that. Some people do think they actually deserve special treatment for being gay or anything LGBTQ, which is kind of dumb. You don't deserve special treatment. You deserve equal treatment. And I have met a couple people that do think that they deserve special treatment. They don't. Nobody deserves special treatment. Everyone deserves equal treatment.
Because they're not getting special privileges, right? Which brings me to point number 3, the slippery slope of it all. First, it began as just a day of national pride and rainbows and sprinkles and Skittles. And they said, oh, actually, we're going to need a whole week to demonstrate to you guys that we are proud to be gay and lesbian and queer.
You do realize that the same thing happened with Black History Month, correct?
And then they weren't satisfied. They said, actually, we're going to need an entire month to do this because we need more time to express this to you. And they're never going to be satisfied, right? But first it was like, love is love. Gay marriage, it's just about gay marriage. Love is love. And they got gay marriage and they said, actually going to tack on a T here. We've got some transgendered issues and we need to be able to speak to your children about the fact that I'm a trans femme turtle. And if you're not comfortable with that.
Nobody identifies as a trans femme turtle. You're going on about shit that isn't even really 100% accurate or true. Oh no, transgender people exist. Ah! That's how you're acting right now. You're literally crying over people just existing and living their lives. That's kind of pathetic.
Then it's because you're a bigot. That's the figurative gun to everybody.
Yeah, you are a bigot if you have a problem with transgender, gay, bisexual, lesbian people existing. If you have a problem with any of those people just existing and living their lives, you are a bigot. Congratulations.
You said, right? America's got a figurative gun to their head when these movements come around.
There is no gun. There is no figurative gun. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, these people want rights, so there's a gun to my head. No, there is no gun. There's no figurative gun. There's no any gun. to your head. There's no gun to America's head. What are you on about?
It's you either put up an LGBTQIA flag or you hate homosexuals.
Literally no one has said that in the history of the entire universe ever. What the fuck are you going on about? I have not heard a single gay person anywhere say, oh, this business doesn't have a gay pride flag up, so therefore they're homophobic. I've never heard anyone say that. It almost sounds like you're just making shit up to support your stupid ass argument.
Right? You either put up a BLM flag or you hate black people.
Again, I've never heard a single person say this.
That's it. It basically puts all of America in the closet because we have to pretend that we don't mind what's going on for an entire month. And what's going on for an entire month? Oh, that would be number 4 on my list. It's perversity that is being dressed up as diversity. We know this.
Things can still be diverse and perverse.
This is. Stop pretending that this is about pride when you need to wear assless chaps and shake your butt in front of a child's face.
And why are you taking your children to a pride parade that is made for adults?
You say, oh, if you have any issues with this, then it's because you're a bigot and you're raising your child to be a bigot. Your baby needs to be anti-racist, like your baby needs to be anti and pro and supportive of all of these various causes. They need to be pro-trans. They need to be actively pro-trans agenda. It's debauchery everywhere you look. Look at the Pride Parade.
You know, I find it funny that people still talk in a way that makes you think that the agenda is really bad, terrible. Like, you know, they're trying to turn our kids gay and trans. It's more about just becoming more accepting of people that are gay and trans and just allowing them to live their lives. Because there are still people like you, Mrs. Candace, who aren't really all for that. You have a lot of issues with people just living their lives and existing. And yeah, I know, it's really terrible. The 18 plus Pride Parade has people wearing assless chaps. Oh God. Who could have guessed?
Why is it so okay to take your children to a Thanksgiving Day parade? You have no fears, but you know fully well that if you take your child to a pride parade, your child is going to be exposed to a bunch of sexuality.
Then don't take your child to the fucking pride parade, you dumbass. It's like taking your child to a fucking strip club and being like, oh, why are there strippers dancing half naked on poles? Oh God. It's not like this was listed as 18 plus or anything. My child should be allowed to watch the dancers here, and the dancers shouldn't be taking their tops off. Like, you're a fucking idiot. You took them to an 18 plus event and they're like, oh no, something that was 18 plus happened. That's like taking them to an R-rated movie and being surprised when blood and guts show up on screen or some nudity happens. Like, oh, how could this have happened? How could I have foreseen this? I just want to be able to take my child to a movie that is R-rated without them seeing anything that is R-rated. Oh God, you're a fucking idiot.
Display. Because that's just what they're allowed to do for an entire month. They're allowed to be overtly sexual and pretend that they're a special snowflake, and that if you don't like it, it's because you're somehow a heterosexual freak who doesn't understand that people need to express themselves. Let me be clear. If a heterosexual couple acted in the same way as some of these couples act during a pride parade, I would be disgusted. Because it's just gross. It's just debauchery. Your sexuality doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care what your sexuality is.
If you don't care, then don't go to the fucking pride parade. Don't sit here and complain about pride parades you're not going to.
When you're being perverse, you should be called out for it. It's the same reason I called out Cardi B for her performance on stage when I felt she was being disgusting at the Grammys. I don't care that Cardi B is a heterosexual person. I care that there are children in America who shouldn't be forced to watch this sort of stuff.
Nobody's being forced. What are you going on about?
They shouldn't be forced to watch our cultural corrosion on screens. That's how the majority of adults feel when Pride Month comes along, but they're not allowed to say it, or else they will be accused of being bad individuals who want homosexuals to be wiped off the face of the planet. Speaking of individuals who actually want homosexuals to be wiped off the face of the planet, let's talk about number 5. It's also the cultural ignorance of it all, right? You get these people that come up to you and they're waving their flags, and they're the same people that are waving their pride flags in one hand and the Ukraine flags in the other one, right? And then when you say, hey, wait, gay marriage is not allowed in Ukraine, oh, it doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. There are actually places all across the world where homosexual people are oppressed and they never do anything for it. That's not what they're raising money for. They're raising money so they can indoctrinate our children with LGBTQ agenda ideas, right?
I'm pretty sure you don't have a point here, and also you can't really indoctrinate. You can't just make someone gay or trans. That's not how it works. I'm sorry. It's the same way that you can't just take a gay person to a gay conversion therapy session and have them come out straight. That's not how it works. But either way, you're basically just making a non-point. You're not making any sort of argument that even matters. So
They don't care. They'll tell you to donate tomorrow to Saudi Arabia if the right politician gets on stage and tells them to. They're ignorant about their very existence, and that drives me absolutely insane. It also bothers me on a spiritual level that it is a corruption of what the rainbow signifies theologically.
But yeah, the rainbow doesn't really belong to anyone. Just because it's used to symbolize something doesn't mean that it's being taken away from other people. Other people can still use the rainbow without being seen as gay, honestly.
Remember, this was God's promise that he would never again flood the earth. And sometimes I ask the question, when I look around and I see all this ridiculousness going on, when I look at the perversion that our culture has become, and I look at everything that we're even talking about in this country, you wonder if he should make good on that promise or not. You wonder if we need a reset button of some sort on humanity altogether. So in closing, it's a great irony that we spend this time calling it Pride Month, when in reality it's anything but.
Yeah, it is though. It is literally just about pride. But okay. Congratulations, you've not supported your argument at all. And then pretended like you have. Good job. Let's give her a round of applause.